I am so excited about ATM, and it's just the beginning of something I think that is so divine, something God ordained that will really transform people's relationship in their marriage.
Right,
And I think
right.
that's so vital today with all of the external challenges that we have,
Absolutely.
not just to your single life, but your individual life, your personal life,
Mhm.
but to your marriage relationship.
Amen.
It's just
I
more
agree.
stress, more pressure, more
Right.
things out there that the enemy can use to throw at us to
That's
try
right.
to cause confusion and discord.
Right.
But the marriage couples that are on my dream team, I call it my dream team.
All
Uh,
right.
all you guys got 40 plus years. And it's
Amen.
interesting because someone had called me up and they made this statement. This person's single too. And they
Uh-huh.
said, Brother Kevin, y'all been married so long, y'all need to write a book or something. I said, you know what? I said, we can ready to do ATM.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I got a dream team. And I said, all of them got 40 plus, and it's five of them. Five is a number of grace. I said, this is 200 years. I
Wow.
said, period. And
Over
I
the
said,
top.
I got excited. I like, and then they said, oh my. They said, how can I get access? What I gotta buy? What I gotta do? And I said, I'm thinking, you single. You
Right.
gotta figure it out right now.
Preparation.
Yeah, preparation. And she said something that was really powerful. She said her pastor made a statement. He says people who've been divorced 7 times,
Hmm.
they can't tell you nothing about how to have a successful marriage.
How to have an unsuccessful marriage.
That's all they can talk about.
That's the book they could write.
That's the book they can write. How we can fail. But
Right.
he was telling her, you need to talk to somebody that's found success over many years.
That's right.
And so it really blessed her to hear me say what we were about to do.
That's great.
So there's
That's
great
great.
anticipation.
I'm excited.
I know, right?
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm gonna ask my baby.
Uh-oh.
Well,
What you gonna ask?
I was just gonna let you ask Cheryl the 2 questions. Well, the one question we ain't gonna ask you. You know how long you been married? Because you might give a different answer.
you say you're not going to ask?
No,
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Because ain't no way in the world you gonna give a different answer than your husband.
Right.
Yeah,
That would be a problem.
that'd be a
But-
problem.
Yeah.
And so
But I have messed up my children's ages. So, like, Mom, I'm not that. I'm like, oh, okay, I was there. But anyway, something got lost in the sauce.
Amen.
Yeah.
But the second question is key.
Now I have to remember what was the second.
Well, then I'll ask the question.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please do.
I'll ask the question.
Because I went to the store and I'm back. I'm like, okay, what were we?
My poor baby, she always
Sorry.
plays. Well, here's the big question, and there are so many things that you could say as far as what contributed to the success of your marriage relationship, the longevity of it, and like I was telling your husband, some people have been married for 50 years and can't stand each other. Some people have been married for 40 years and they want to find an exit. They're riding in that car with the ripcord. They're ready to get up out of that thing. But what Angel and I have seen in your marriage relationship to your husband, there's always passion. There's always that freshness. There's always that respect and honor that you have for one another. And it blesses us, to see that. And everybody doesn't have that. So you don't just have longevity. If it was just longevity, you'd be in trouble. But you still have the passion and the excitement and the wonder of the relationship. And so what people ask us, and what I'm going to ask you for the people, is what one thing would you attribute the success of the longevity of your relationship?
You said the one thing?
Well, we're going to go later. This is just for the promo. Later, We're going to go into some details of several things that you could cite. But just for this, just one thing.
Well, I believe the foundation of our marriage, because it was grounded and founded in the things of the Lord, it was pronounced by Him. So it wasn't something we went out looking for. Actually, I was like, nobody no time soon, Lord. Okay. So that said, the Lord speaking to Cecil was something for me to pray about. So the fact that we believe that God could speak a divine appointment for a couple was something to pray about. Because if you've been in relationships with other people in the past and you see how they flop when you've dated someone and you don't have that, what God has said, I can make a designer couple. And I believe when he spoke to my husband, he spoke life of the future. And he said, I'm ordaining something, but you can't appreciate it right now. So the foundation was laid by knowing that God was the one that ordained marriage. He said, it's not good that man should be alone. So hearing and putting those two things together and knowing that God can join two people, he can join two people, is the thing that kept us going, because it keeps you from even embarking upon areas of, like you said, the exit. There is no exit. Everything is entrance, move, go down the path, keep going. So you're not getting to a place of frustration so much so that you say, God really didn't speak that. And so it has to be that it's God spoken, because we came to agreement. We too came into agreement that he said, this is wonderful, this should be. So if that's the one thing, I don't know if that's one thing, two things, three things, but I tried.
Oh, that was good.
I thought it was excellent, because one thing that people don't think about nowadays, and I'll just be honest and frank, they don't look at it as a God thing.
Right. No.
They look at it from a secular or a worldly standpoint or point of view, that we found each other, that it was all on our effort, on our energies, that God had no part really in it until it's time to go to the altar, and then God can have his part after we get in it. The idea that God has appointments, that God actually sets a date in his calendar, a time on his timetable for a couple to be joined together in covenant.
That's right.
That is powerful.
It is. And it's no mistaking that it was his plan, his designer plan. And when you get something that's custom made,
come on, girl.
See, each and every couple that God joined together has a custom mission.
Come on, girl.
You got your individualization of what he's called you to, but he's also called the two to become one in what they are supposed to be purposed to achieve for the kingdom of God, for what God said, no mistaking, there's a legacy that I have for the two of you. And only the two of you you're not in competition. You're in completion. You're in a way that says nobody else can fulfill this role but the two of you. And it's just amazing how when you take these disparate parts, two people, he says two can become one. And no one can separate you. No one can separate you unless you let them. And see, the letting somebody separate you can actually be that you let you, because you're a man. We are under the kingdom we're humans. So it's not necessarily an outside entity. It can be that you separate yourself.
That's it.
You put the asunder right in there and say, okay, that's it. I'm moving on to the next chapter. And so it's a blessing to know that God said it's not good for man to be alone. And once we recognize, Norma Angel, that he wouldn't be all of what he could be, and I'm not going to be all of what I could be without the two coming together. And that's just the beauty. And I think of it like a canvas. Each canvas is different.
Yes.
Each artist paints it, and they can try to replicate somebody else's painting, but it's nothing like the original.
That's right.
And that's what God said. I'm bringing these two together for my purposes.
Yes.
and we can't even envision
Yeah, right.
all of what he has in store. And there's so much to be anticipated, but actually to realize we are there for him to use us. And it's not just for today.
Wow.
It's not just for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Amen. You know, I've always said from time to time, when I introduce Kevin, I say, I'm anointed for him and he's anointed for me. No one else. God anointed me for him and him for me.
That's right. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
that goes exactly what you were just talking about.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be handpicked.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Amen. Well, I tell you what, I so appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, you and your husband, to do this. I just think it's so important for this season that we're in, that the church is in, that we continue to promote what God has done.
That's right.
And what God is continuing to do, even after 4 decades.
That's right. That's
God's
right.
work ain't finished. He's still doing this unique thing, this authentic thing, this real thing, and people got there, they dealing with fake news, but man, this is good news.
Yeah, it is good news. It is. It's good.
So,
yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Okay, it's our pleasure. Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Amen. So
I think this is the start of something, huh?
Amen, baby. Amen.
All right now.
Amen.
All right, y'all be
It's gonna
blessed.
be
We're so
good.
glad to be a part of the in crowd.
Amen,
Okay.
sis.
Y'all have a good one. God
We'll be
bless.
contacting
All
you.
right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
God
Bye-bye.
bless.